going on, guys? Level M, chilling here in the studio. We're gonna go over some recent loose stuff that I've picked up. Got quite a bit of stuff to go through here, so we're just gonna kind of roll through some stuff here. We're gonna start out with this Ferrari from Hot Wheels. I think this is a 308. I could be, I'm not too sure on my 80s Ferraris, but this one's not mint, but it's pretty close. I think it may have came in like some type of playset or something. I'm not sure exactly. For you guys that are the Hot Wheels aficionados, please don't hesitate to chime in and let me know where this came from. It's still pretty cool though. Even though it's not mint, I still like it. It's I really like these wheels. This is kind of the era of Hot Wheels I kind of want to collect. Not a fan of the newer stuff. I like the older Hot Wheels, but we'll see. On the veins of those wheels, picked up this 300ZX. It's in pretty darn good shape. Axles are a little bent, but the model itself is pretty good. It's not mint, but it's very, very close. The bent axles I can kind of work with a little bit, but the windows are a little scratched up and whatnot. But overall, not too bad for being in a dump bin, I'd have to say. We got some other Hot Wheels too. We're gonna keep on the theme of this wheel, I guess. I do like this casting. It's pretty cool. I think this was in, or a vehicle like this was in Judge Dredd or whatever that movie was called. But it's pretty cool, super futuristic. This one's definitely not mint, but it's not bad. The majority of this casting is metal anyways, so pretty easy to roll with this one. So we got some more Hot Wheels here. Got this dune buggy. This is another one of those wheels I like to collect. The same general area, 90s into very early 2000s. And then of course current stuff with car culture and whatnot. But that big chunk in the 2010s, there's a lot of garbage in that era. So it's pretty cool. Then you can throw way back to the hot ones. This is a Hot Bird. It's in pretty good shape. The tampo's a little wearing off a little bit, but the black on the model is really, really good. Too bad this wasn't. There's a red interior version that's pretty rare. It's too bad it wasn't that one, but it is what it is. Still pretty cool. I like it. It's one of the better wheels the Hot Wheels ever made, in my opinion. That one is Hong Kong base. Pretty cool. Rolling with the hot ones, we got this T-Bird Stalker. It's in very good shape. It's pretty dirty. There's some dirt inside the car. Surprisingly, for as dirty as it is, it's in really good shape. I'm not really sure how you get something that dirty and don't just annihilate the paint or whatnot, but it's still pretty cool. We're going to kind of bridge a little bit on some other stuff here. We're going to go little package deal here with the 850i. This just happened by coincidence. I like the 850i. It's one of my favorite BMWs. And I really wanted to start collecting more 850s just in general. I just happened to come across these three separately, and they all ended up being different wheels. I believe this one right here has some chips on the mirrors, and I think this guy has chips on the mirrors too. One of these was like brand new. I think one of these I cracked from the blister, I think, but they're pretty cool. I just didn't realize I got three different versions of them, so I was like super happy about that. Three different wheel versions, so pretty cool. we're gonna roll with 3 versions, I guess you could say, because we're gonna roll through some Testarossas. This is definitely not mint, but it's very, very good condition. I don't know any idea where this came from because this Tampa was just way out there, way out there. But it must have come in some type of playset or multi-pack because definitely not a single release. At least I would not think it is. But you guys can set me straight. You guys know I'm not up to date on the Hot Wheels. Also got another Testarossa. This one is also not mint, but like I said, I like those wheels. Those wheels are pretty fancy. I think those wheels are pretty cool, and of course, it just harkens back to my childhood. I think that's why this is the era of Hot Wheels I want to collect. So this one, couldn't tell you where this came from either, but I'm very certain it did not come as a single release, multi-pack or something to that effect. I got this color changer, black wall. It's got quite a few chips on the front. Other than that, it's not too bad. It's still pretty cool, though. It's still pretty cool. I think that the Testarossa is kind of just an iconic diecast car. I mean, they made so many of them. I mean, everybody made one. But, I think the coolest one, though, is going to be this guy. It's California Customs. It's pretty cool. I don't really know the reasoning behind the two-tone interior, which makes the blue bumper. I think that's just interesting choice. Very interesting choice, but I guess that's the way the casting is made. I just don't know why they chose blue. But it does look cool on the inside. This is definitely not like a common thing. It's not a common car, but as you can see, there's a very few chips on here, but there are some chips. But considering it was a loose car, this is in pretty darn good shape. Pretty darn good shape. All right. I only got one more Hot Wheels, and it's not even a factory Hot Wheels. So somebody customized this, but it does roll. The wheels it's got really nice wheels on it. Like I said, it was in a dump bin, so I am going to take this apart, steal the wheels for sure, put them on something else, probably a Charger or something, but figured I'd throw that up there. And don't worry, guys, I have more than just Hot Wheels. As a matter of fact, this is the very last Hot Wheels I'll show you. Buick Grand National. Again, it was in a dump bin. It's mint, perfectly minty. And then this one was the version that the hood removed, which they no longer do. For as much as the Grand National casting is that they came out with for the most recent, one of the more recent Fast and Furious lines, and then it also is coming out in Boulevard, I would have rather them kept this version with the opening hood. Even though that casting is really, really good, I would have much rather them kept this casting just because the hood and the whole front clip is removable. Not even just the hood. Whoop. Move that guy off there. Like I said, I have more than just Hot Wheels. We got this knockoff RX-7, Infiniti RX-7. This thing's pretty cool. Super cheap diecast. Not the bottom of the barrel, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close to the bottom of the barrel. At least this model is proportionate, and it looks pretty good. Those wheels were on a lot of yacht meets and stuff like that too. This is just your standard crappy, made in China. It's pretty cool though. It's a decent casting. Looks pretty good. A little chip on the spoiler, but not bad. And then of course you guys saw me pull this out the box. That Z-Toy CRX. That thing's pretty flippin' sweet. I know Hot Wheels makes CRX and stuff, but it's not the same. It's not even remotely close to the same. This casting is spot on. The wheels are really good. It's awesome that it has the headlights as part of the window piece. Now, yes, it's cheap diecast, but Z-Toys was not that bad. Z-Toys was cheap, but they're not that cheap. I mean, Z-Toys is not the bottom of the barrel. Not the bottom of the barrel. This is one of the ones that's kind of more towards the bottom of the barrel. This is just standard cheap knockoff. This was going to be sold under a numerous brand names, or lines, I should say. Not really brand names, but just some rather random stuff. Nothing to write home about this F1, but it's still pretty cool. Made in China. Speed up, but it's not bad. It's pretty cool. It's got all the exhaust and stuff on it. It's a decent piece. It's a decent piece. Got some Kidco, because of course. Got this Ford Bronco. Thing's in very good shape. Those are stickers on the side. So, especially for being in a dump bin, this is really good shape. Like I said, it's not mint. Axles are definitely rusted out and stuff, but it's all right. The paint and everything is in really good shape. There's a little bit of roughness around the chrome base, but this is not bad. I mean, this is definitely not bad. Here's your base, made in Hong Kong. It's a pretty nice piece. Definitely like it. Not as good as this one though. It's also a Kidco. This one's very, very, very nice piece. This one also has an opening hood. This is the Camaro Z28. This is a very nice piece. This is a very, very, very nice piece. The hood is very difficult to get your finger in there, but once you get it open, it's perfect. Looking good. Everything back in the day was always sprayed as an assembled unit. Nowadays, they kind of spray them with the hoods open to make sure that there's paint underneath. And frankly, I think that they should just leave paint out from underneath the hood. Now, if you're doing like what Matchbox does now, where they do that inkjet printing on the actual engine for detail, that's okay. But unless you do that, I think that leaving it just a raw metal looks better than it being, like for this model, it'd be all red. I just think that looked better if it wasn't that way. There you go. Kidco, 1979. Hong Kong base. It's a very, 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 very nice piece. Again, stickers. Still pretty cool. It's just stickers on the doors. The top stripes are Tampo print. I did get some Matchbox. I bought this. I believe this is Maserati. It is absolutely beat up. The windows are broken in it as well. The casting's really good though, and the wheels are good. So I thought that the wheels might be a good donor for something at some point in time, or maybe if I can get a window piece, maybe even doing a kind of a little bit of a restore on it. But this is classic Matchbox. This is a really, really nice piece. It's in. I mean, the casting, like I said, the casting's in great shape. I mean, this would be perfect for restoration. Besides the fact that the windows are broken, so the windows cracked in the front, but then you got a big chunk missing in the back. So this doesn't have any opening features or anything, but it does have those multi-piece wheels. Oh, it's a Ferrari. I thought it was a Maserati. So it's still Italian, so it's okay. It's okay. So not bad. Like I said, it's not a bad piece. It just needs some TLC. Just needs some TLC. I got one more Hotwheels. I forgot. MR2 rally car. This came with a couple different wheel variations on it. This is definitely not the top wheel variation. It's an ugly wheel. It's a very ugly wheel, but it's still pretty cool though. I mean, it's not mint, but this is a really good casting. This is classic Hot Wheels. This is what Hot Wheels used to do, like good castings that were in the standard range. Nowadays, the good castings only come in premium lines, with the rare exception of like the R390 and the uh, like Mercedes-Benz 500E that came out this year. Those are pretty good. But typically, this is all you'd get. Um, no haul would be complete without at least one Kenner Fast 111. This one's got a Minnesota plate. Never can get enough of these. I buy every single one I ever can find, but there's not a lot of them. There's plenty for sale. I mean, it's not like they're super rare. It's just I just don't get lucky enough to find them in the dump bins. Obviously, I would love to have all of them in good shape. You know what I mean? But the prices for these are starting to creep up as the years go along. Because I mean, they're 30 plus, 40 years old, somewhere around there. Some of them are pretty old. So it's a little frustrating, but it's all right. I wish I'd have started collecting those a long time ago. Also, Majorette, because Majorette got this Porsche. It's got an opening hatch in the back. This thing's pretty much mint. It's a super, super nice piece. Super nice piece. Just the fact that, I'm such a Porsche guy. This is and I love Majorette at the same time. This was just perfect finding this old casting, and it's just in such good shape. Now the rear window, it's an orange piece, but it is a hair discolored, and it could just be exposure to light or something. Who knows? But it's not broken. So this is a France base. There you go. Porsche 924. Of course, it's Majorette, so you got suspension on it. It's a nice piece, huh? We're gonna finish up with one piece I did not get in the dump haul. This is actually something I bought in a recent collection I got. This was sealed. This is Jesse James. You know how Muscle Machines used to do those Jesse James and stuff, and it's one of those models. This was, I believe, this was sold at MGM Resorts. I believe. Trying to remember. There was a couple models in there. There's a Hummer as well. They came with the West Coast Customs or whatever, the cross logo symbol or whatever you want to call it, and then they had, it was like a gold background or whatever. It wasn't like your standard release, I guess I should say. So this is a little bit bigger than 164. It's probably about 155 scale, but this opens in the back. It folds down, presumably to put a motorcycle or something in the back of it. I'd have to look up exactly what the details were for this whole Jesse James thing. Obviously, it's based on a Silverado. Also, in addition to that, the door's open. You can see in there. It's quite a bit of detail in there. It's pretty nice. There's no like working suspension on this, even though it kind of looks like it would have something going on there. It does not. But it also has a removable top piece for the hood. So you can see the detail down in there. This is pretty sweet, man. This trophy truck's pretty sweet. I love the deco on it too. I like the military deco. I wish the wheels would have been black. It would have looked better, been more sinister looking. But this is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the details of this. I'm kind of curious myself to kind of look into what the details were. Like I said, I know there was a Hummer, and I think there might have been one other model. But these are much older. Or this is much older. You're probably looking early 2000s, probably. Just based on the Silverado model it's based off of. So, but there you go. There's a walkthrough some recent loose stuff I got. I think you guys can agree. I got some pretty sweet stuff. Some stuff that's a little so-so. But just want to showcase that for you guys and, see if you like it or not. Let me know. Let me know if you have some of these models mint that I don't. Because I'm curious on, how rare they are, I guess, or how prevalent they are. But anyways, we're gonna roll out. Level him. As always, subscribe and peace.